Midlands Tech is important to me because for me it represents the point in my life where I transitioned from the former me, the immigrant who came to the United States, who was not educated, but then I started Midlands Tech and it transformed me into the person who I am today.
Joe is an extremely hard worker. Joe came from Israel as a young man, and his parents are both deceased, and he made the tough decision to come here. And he's literally had to make his way from nothing. And I think Midlands Technical College helped him to get on a path that led him here.
Well, he's very personable, okay? I mean, that's number one, which is a thing that draws you to him right away. And I like to think of him like I am. He's a big bear. And a lot of people think people who are big like that are people who are not approachable. But he is very approachable, and he's magnetic in that sense because people are drawn to him because of his personality.
You can tell that he really cares about people. He always tries to do the right thing. I've never seen him not bend over backwards to help someone. And you don't have to ask him twice. He gets it.
When I started Midlands Technical College, I did not know how to write properly, and I think those classes, the core classes that I took over there with a small environment of fewer students and really good teachers has afforded me the opportunity to really get vested in my studies and to learn from the beginning, from the start.
When he first got here, of course, he knew he had a lot of work to do. So he was hardworking, very persistent, took my comments to heart and addressed them, and so he always was busy reworking and rewriting and editing his papers. So I would say he was willing to put in the time and put in the hard work that was needed to sort of master a language that wasn't his first language.
Joe has been very instrumental in developing programs for people who are addicted to drugs, and so he crosses over and is able to balance both the prosecution of these cases as well as recognizing that a lot of these people have have had a problem for years, and he tries to work with them, and he's tried to develop programs. He's got legislation passed. He has trained police officers.
And I think that he's making the people who gave him his chance at Midlands Tech, making those people proud and making us proud.
He loves his little girls. You see him around with the little girls, and he's just a big guy, but seeing him with his little girls and how proud he is of the little girls and how much they love their father is just something that's a pleasure to watch.
I've got to know him over the years, and I generally see him on Sunday mornings at the Publix at Trenum Plaza. He's with Rose, Violet, and Ruby, 3 beautiful daughters, and his wife Dana, I know her also.
I think that he had somewhat of a tough upbringing in Israel, and to see a kid who came up like he came up and has now had the opportunity to argue before the South Carolina Supreme Court, there's just no better story.
Everybody who comes to this country comes here because this is the land of opportunities. For me, Midlands Technical College is one more step in the long lines of entities and people who gave me a chance in this country. I think for any person to be recognized by the college that they have attended as a person of honor is a great accomplishment, and I couldn't be more grateful for the opportunity to serve Midlands Technical College as their distinguished alumni.
I'd like him to know how proud I am of him, and just so happy for him that he's receiving this award and this recognition, because it's well deserved.
And I really consider it an honor and a privilege to have taught him in my classes and to have known him and to still be able to run into him occasionally when we're out shopping at Publix.
This bodes as well for Midlands Technical College as it does for Joe Shenkar. I mean, to have someone of his caliber receive this award, I think is outstanding for both the institution as well as Joe.